South Philadelphia, Wells Fargo Center. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, channeling the spirit of our founding fathers, there's a future here in Philadelphia.
Well, after 4 years of tanking, they finally have generational talent. Look out for these guys. They're on the up and up.
As Sixers fans, it's been worth the wait, and we're ready to go. The wait is over in this one. Won by the Utah Jazz. Conley. Rudy Gobert returns last year. The Jazz go on their run. Jay, how reliant is Utah on the Frenchman?
I would say pretty heavily, considering he's the reigning NBA Defensive Player of the Year. This team has to win it on the defensive end. That is the mentality of the Utah Jazz.
Conley into the front court. 2-point advantage. Joe Ingles to Gobert. Has a chance. Shot by Bogdanovich. No good. Harris. No good.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Conley. Pass to the rim. Flushes down the slam. Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
Couple of cracks at the line now.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
First one, count it. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. It's Jazz ball. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Missed it. How'd that not go down? Across the timeline, it's Conley. Up by 3. He gets it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Simmons with it. 5-point game. Short jumper stays out. Here's Simmons with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Rudy Gobert pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Utah with the possession. Conley. Terrific vision. And he throws it down. Rudy Gobert with the slam. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Trying to cash in. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Sixers call for time as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. To Tobias Harris.
Stay in front of, watch the shot, watch the shot.
Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up. Mitchell on the drive, but he can't finish.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Utah's got it. To Conley. 5 seconds to shoot. Conley. His first effort off the mark. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Shot from the lane won't go. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Conley into the front court. His guys leading by 14. Wide open look won't go.
The defense has to find a way to become mentally present in this ball game. Another open look, the offense is picking them apart.
Not going down for him this time. That ends the first quarter. A nice advantage so far for the Jazz. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Philadelphia with the basketball. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Driving is Simmons, but his shot no good. To Conley. Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. In the front court comes Simmons. 14-point deficit to Embiid. Baseline drive. And one. Embiid good through the contact. And going to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Joel Embiid at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. One free throw good, so he converts on the three-point play, and the lead down to 11. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Gobert. Nice pass to set things up.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Conley not going down here. Simmons into the front court, trailing by 11. A drive baseline, but the shot won't go.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Conley into the front court. It's an 11-point game. To Gobert. Rudy Gobert. 3 for 3 in this first half.
The true measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was all-NBA defensive first team and was tied for the lowest opponent field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Utah as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 2.
Everybody pick up. Dia. Screen come.
Conley to Gobert. Joel Embiid.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Joe Ingles. Five to shoot for Utah. To Conley. Lets it fly from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Up a dozen. Here comes the screen.
Right.
To Conley. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Ben Simmons, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Jazz have the ball. Conley. Mitchell to the basket, but he can't get it to go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Conley into the front court. His team leads it by 10. Joel Embiid tips it. That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. to Gobert. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Rudy Gobert at the line for 2 shots. Not the best career mark, 62%. Oops, he missed the first one. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Oh, emphatic slam.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA Awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Simmons driving, but his shot no good. The follow won't go either. Conley into the front court. The lead is 11. The Jazz with 4 in the shot clock. Has a look. Mike Conley, 3 for 6 now.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Rudy Gobert with the block. Time expires to end the first half. The Jazz in command of this one.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Jazz have built a comfortable lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Utah Jazz, the 76ers did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Assists.
The Philadelphia 76ers are struggling to move the ball and create good looks for each other. What makes it worse is their opponent isn't having nearly the same problem.
Player of the half.
Gobert did a remarkable job of swatting shot after shot. Scorers have got to be thinking twice when he's within range.
Who was cold?
Tobias Harris lost his shot and still hasn't found it. If I was a teammate, I'd be doing my best to remind him he's still got 2 more quarters to change things around. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that happen. Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
And counted at the rim.
Probably option 3 right there in the court, but every player is a threat. No excuse for that easy bucket.
Utah ball. A shot no good on a drive by Conley.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jarring is only going to escalate.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Gobert. Mitchell. Sixers with the rebound. To Simmons. Cruises inside for 2.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
And count the basket inside.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Simmons gets it in the right corner. To Simmons. Bojan Bogdanović. Huge block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Fires the 3, knocks it down, and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
The defender cannot be caught with his hand staying in the cookie jar. What I mean, contesting that pocket. You have to keep that hand going in and out, going in and out. Keep the offensive player thinking about where your hands are at all times.
Tobias Harris with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Off the mark on his free throw. Conley into the front court. It's an 8-point lead.
Screen left coming, screen left coming, screen left.
From long range. Off the mark. To Richardson. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters. But when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Joel Embiid able to recover with the block. 4th this contest.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Mike Conley trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Sixers have the basketball. Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots each and every one of them.
Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Harris. Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, right? To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
Conley. Deep right corner. 5 to shoot for Utah. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Conley. Here comes the screen. Mike Conley. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
And a finish at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Conley into the front court. His guys can get a 2-for-1 if they time this out. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. And scores. Strong take.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Screen coming. Count the basket. They gave him a look, and why not?
I got him.
17-footer at the buzzer. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. Jazz have the lead. It's Utah basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. And that halftime lead, it was cut down in the 3rd.
And just because the numbers on a scoreboard say that you're winning doesn't mean that the feeling on the court implies that. This team is gaining momentum. If you don't do something to gain your momentum back, they're going to come back and win this game.
Joe Ingles. Kyle O'Quinn swats it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
It's Jazz ball. From the painted area, won't go down. And the rebound taken in by the Jazz. Joe Ingles to Conley. Has a chance. The shot by Conley, no good. Runner's good there.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. All tied up, just underway in this 4th quarter. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries the wide-open three. That's too easy.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Conley into the front court. Leads three. Count the basket at the rim.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Simmons for three, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Zaire Smith at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Missed the middle one. One more coming. No good. 1 for 3 on that trip. Utah with the possession. Conley. Short jumper off the mark. Knocked loose. Jazz have it. Conley into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Gobert. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
From the outside, no good. Shot from the lane won't go. Mitchell with it up top. Leads a bucket. Easy path to the rim.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Simmons to Richardson. Here's a chance from long range. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Off the assist.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Up by 6. Trying to cash in. Mitchell's shot comes up empty.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Josh Richardson. He was all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Utah's got it. Take stock of the floor. Sizing up the defense. Conley to Gobert. Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air. Ooh, 5 now.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out. Conley into the front court. Leads 4. It's the Jazz who come away with the victory as they win this one by 4. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Jazz edged out a close victory in today's game. When you're able to get steals like they did here today, it greatly improves your chances of winning. Here are the guys who put up the most points. For the Utah Jazz, the 76ers lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. While they did put together quite a highlight reel of dunks in this matchup, they did not put together a win. As we all know, style points never show up on the scoreboard.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Gobert seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again, he kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And here we've got the upcoming games for the Philadelphia 76ers. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.